Some traders say that TC2000 has the fastest stock scanners in the market. Others insist that Thinkorswim offers the most powerful analytics tools available. But which one actually helps traders analyze markets faster and make better trading decisions? Well, I spent months thoroughly testing both platforms, from chart speed and scanning tools to advanced technical analysis, to break down the real performance differences and reveal which platform fits different trading styles. Now let's get right into what sets these two apart, because honestly, the difference between Thinkorswim and TC2000 isn't just about features, it's about how they approach the job of helping you trade. And once I figured this out, everything made sense. TC2000 was built for one thing: speed. It's designed for traders who want clean charts, powerful scanners, and a workflow that doesn't slow them down. I'm talking about day traders, swing traders, people who need to find opportunities fast and act on them even faster. The easy scan tool alone is worth the price of admission. You can build scans in seconds, filter stocks based on technicals, fundamentals, whatever you want, and it runs in real time. But don't just take my word for it. I came across this trader who put it perfectly in a review. He said that he'd been a trader for almost 20 years and has owned many of the top stock analytics software packages. He wound up keeping TC2000. And the reasons are many, but the facts are, to him, this software is hands down a very powerful tool in trained hands, especially the most current releases. And I can relate to that. Once you get used to how fast and clean the platform is, switching to anything slower feels pretty frustrating. Thinkorswim, on the other hand, is different. It's built for the traders who want everything in one place. You can trade stocks, options, futures, forex, ETFs, all from the same platform. It's got level 2 data, simulated trading, deep options analytics, and when I looked into different user experiences with this platform, it became obvious that both of the platforms have their fans, both have their strengths, but they are meant for different customer segments. Here's what I noticed after a few months of testing. The Thinkorswim users talk about how much you can do. The TC2000's fans talk about how fast they can do it. See the difference? For active traders, speed is everything. You can have the most powerful tools in the world, but if they slow you down when the market is moving, what's the point? So this is where the Thinkorswim versus TC2000 comparison really separates. Thinkorswim is incredibly powerful, no question, but that power comes with a trade-off. The interface is dense, it takes time to learn, and sometimes it feels slow, but it has a lot of different options. TC2000, on the other hand, is lean, it's focused, and it helps you do one thing incredibly well: find trades fast and execute fast. So now that we see the key differences between both platforms, let me walk you through what you actually get with each one. I tested every major tool, and what I found was a clear split between a fast and reliable trading platform and a versatile charting playground. Let's start with TC2000. If you're a trader who needs to find opportunities fast, this platform feels like it was built for you. First thing you need to know is that TC2000 carries nearly 70 pieces of fundamental data for US stocks. We're not just talking the basic stuff here, we're talking about deep data. They track things like earnings per share, revenue growth, profit margins, debt levels, insider ownership, institutional holdings. The list goes on. Nearly 70 different data points for every US stock. Now, most of this updates quarterly when the companies report earnings, but TC2000 checks these items frequently, so you're never working with old info. So why does this matter in the Thinkorswim versus TC2000 debate? Because having fundamental data inside your charting platform means that you don't have to jump between different websites and tools. It's all right there. You can scan on it, sort by it, use it to find better setups. But where TC2000 really separates from Thinkorswim is its scaling logic feature. When you build a scan in TC2000, you're using what they call AND conditions. This means every single condition you add has to be true for a stock to show up in your results. Thinkorswim can do this too, but it's not as clean, not as fast, and definitely not as intuitive. Another tool that TC2000 handles beautifully is the detrended price oscillator. Traders call it DPO for short. The whole point of DPO is to help you identify price cycles. It focuses on peaks and troughs in price trends by removing the longer-term trend from the equation. This is useful for estimating the length of price cycles. You measure peak-to-peak or trough-to-trough movements, and DPO helps you see those patterns clearly. Thinkorswim has oscillators too, but the way TC2000 implements DPO is clean, visual, and easy to understand even if you're not a math genius. Now, with all the powerful filtering and organizational capabilities in TC2000, some of their unique offerings can go unnoticed. The list of 23 market indicators is one of those hidden gems. Most traders know the advanced decline line, but with TC2000, that's just the beginning. TC2000 goes beyond counting how many stocks are moving higher or lower. It asks how high and how low. It shows you the percentage of stocks trading above and below their moving averages. It even counts stocks hitting new highs versus new lows. All you do is browse the charts with a few clicks per day. The data is there, the insights are there, you just have to look. And there's a lot of user feedback that confirms this hands-on experience. I came across this TC2000 trader who says he manages over $43 million in assets and uses TC2000 for his personal portfolio. He says he finds it very powerful, reliable, and adaptive, using it for research with momentum, Dow theory, and MACD. He considers it far superior to any free program and then executes through his broker. That's the real-world result that matters, so I think that counts. Here's something that changed recently, though, something that makes the Thinkorswim versus TC2000 comparison more interesting than ever. You can actually now use TC2000's brokerage to submit trades directly from the platform. Underneath, it's using interactive brokers, so you can do everything from there. Now, what do you get with Thinkorswim? Thinkorswim is built differently. It's built for active traders who want a full trading environment. Its strength is flexibility and depth, giving experienced traders powerful analytics, customizable workspaces, and integrated live trading directly through brokerage accounts. Its strongest suit is comprehensive trading and deep analysis. This appeals to options traders, multi-asset traders, and advanced users who need everything in one place. But not everyone who tries Thinkorswim ends up loving it, of course, right? One Reddit user shared a pretty different experience, and I found some other positive ones, but I wanted to note this one. He said that everyone told him that this platform was the greatest trading platform available. He's sure that there's value in the charting side, but he found everything else laughably bad. He said the interface was hard to read, and the desktop software was apparently built with Java and slow as heck for him. He likes the custom orders, but feels that there has to be something better that doesn't take forever to load changes. On top of that, he pointed out the way that they group and calculate spreads is buggy and not intuitive, with no way to group complex positions the way you want. So, Thinkorswim definitely has fans, but it also clearly has frustrations too. And for active traders, maybe if they're going to experience a slow, buggy interface, wouldn't just be annoying. It's money lost when you're trying to trade fast. TC2000, on the other hand, is more ideal for traders who prioritize the fast stock scanning and cleaner technical charts and the ability to execute and do everything right away. But neither platform is perfect, right? So with Thinkorswim, the biggest complaint was stability, and one user put it bluntly. He referred to Schwab as garbage software and highlighted that anytime there's a glitch in their system that causes you to lose money, they find a way to twist it and blame it on you. So this trader apparently lost $3,600 because of their system, and they refused to help him out. He also said that this wasn't the first time and hoped that they're sued for that. Now, I don't know if this is absolutely true, but it is something to note as well, and it's pretty harsh, right? I can't verify this claim specifically, but when you see multiple users complaining about system reliability sometimes, it's worth paying attention to. Now, what about TC2000? There are also negative comments about that, but the main downside I saw on average was the data cost. One user pointed out that it appears that the software is great at charting, but doesn't include data, so that there's nothing to chart unless you cough up another 50% increase in price to get actual data to chart. So yeah, you pay for data. But here's what that data gets you: reliability and integration, speed and accuracy. The free platforms are free for a reason. They're selling your data or giving you delayed quotes or limiting your features. And the point is that for platforms, sometimes you have to pay to get the additional features and data. With TC2000, you pay for the data, but you actually own your experience and you actually can use all the tools. There's no games and no hidden catches. And finally, when it comes to price, TC2000 offers different plans. It's positioned as a premium tool for active traders, and when you factor in the software and the necessary data feed, the cost is higher, but for the scanning power, the integrated brokerage, and the focus on US markets and its abilities, I think it's justified if your trading depends on that edge and speed. By the way, for the most current pricing and any special discount deals, check the link in the description. I keep them updated so that you don't miss out any discounts. So after months of testing Thinkorswim versus TC2000, here's where I land. If you're an active trader who needs speed specifically, or if you want to scan thousands of stocks in minutes, if you value clean charts and instant execution, TC2000 is the clear winner here for me. I mean, it's faster, it's more intuitive, and it actually respects your time. But they're both great options, and I recommend looking into it more. Remember to click that link in the description to get started. See for yourself why so many traders make the switch to TC2000 and never look back.